Oh, there we go. I think. Oh yeah, there we go. We've got a thing in the top right hand corner that says we're live. Good evening, John. Now, John's obviously in our chat, and he's always first in the group. John's first in everybody's group, and everybody that does live streams and things like that goes through like a big long list of hi John and hi blah blah and hi blah blah and hi blah blah. But we've only got John, so hi John.
Hi,
hi John. We could do the process, but just keep saying hi John for 10 minutes, half an hour. Because that's the first 20 minutes of other people's program, just going hi, 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 hi. It's like, really? So we've got someone missing, and we'll just skirt over the intro until Keith turns up. So with the first 10 minutes, we've got to wait for Keith, because it's all Keith's problem. So anyway, how are you? What have you been up to?
I'm okay. Not got a great deal. Bought an ITP test today, as you know, so I'm going to do that this weekend. Obviously, the original concern was the copper, so I want to see how that's going. Really, hopefully, it is going.
Yeah, you've not lost anything recently, though, have you? For at least a couple of weeks.
Only that flipping bird's nest thing, that's gone already. I give up with that thing.
Right. Fair enough. The one that grows like a weed that you keep killing.
Yeah, that one. But no, everything else is there.
Oh, right.
I had a couple of Zoas positioned that didn't look like they were doing very well. I've moved them like right to the very top actually, and they're starting to pop a little bit. So hopefully that was a good move, and we'll see some growth out of them.
Right. What have we not got Roscoe's Reef sign on in the background? No. Oh yeah, it's up there. It is. Oh, I've actually got a thing above the. Sorry, let me just get rid of this so I can actually see it now. I've got a thing on mine that says you're using too much bandwidth and you need to buffer the picture. But it's there. So sorry I didn't get time to talk to you today.
No,
was there anything that you were busy talking to tropical people? But was there anything particular that we should have been chatting about today?
No, not really. To be honest, I was having a quick scan. I've seen you got some nice torches in there at the moment.
Yeah. I took one home last Friday, and then I've come in tonight. So there's some that are double heads and there's some that's a single head. And I bought a double head, and then I've come in tonight and it's a single head.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So not the first thing that I was expecting to see in my fish tank. But I've still got a copper band 2 weeks down the line. Put some more food in for it, but it's whether it's still interested or not.
I'm starting to question the reef roller thing, as in it's battering through them like every 2 to 3 weeks. I don't know if that's normal or it's simply doing its job. I don't know.
Say that again. I weren't listening to you. I know I'm sat talking to you, but I've got somebody else in the chat. But go on, repeat what you were just saying for me, not the audience, just me.
The reef roller that I got bullied into buying.
Yeah.
It seems to be rattling through bog rolls every 2.5 to 3.5 weeks. And I don't know if that's normal or what really. Or is it simply doing its job? I don't know. It's just seeming kind of expensive.
It would all to do with the particles that's in the water, basically. I actually know what it is. Are you ready for this? You've got
Go on, man.
a sand sifting goby in your tank, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got two. Yeah.
You've got two. So every time that they're spitting stuff into the water column, that's extra dust that's then going through your reef roller mat. So I would say that that's one of the biggest things of why you're going through it. Because
I've got the sensor as high as it'll go. So to me, that would mean that the used roller would be as dirty as it can be, and it's not that dirty. You know what I mean? I've seen worse, but it's still rolling. It's still spooling through it.
Are you tempted of reusing bog roll, like rewinding it and having a double wipe?
I'm just going to put it in the washing machine and have another go at it.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't thinking that. It's just standing out a little bit that I seem to be going through a lot. And your theory might be right. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be that dirty that it's to cause it to rattle through it so much, but it still is. I can hear it going off every now and again now, and I'm going to have to change it tomorrow morning. It's been on 2 weeks.
We've got somebody in the chat that's actually got an opinion, but I'm just going to avoid his opinion because he's got the opportunity to be here. Just click a thing and come and talk to us and tell us how to do it, my old son. So yeah. Anyway, he says it's all about flow. I don't know what he means by that, but it's all about flow apparently. So when you said you got bullied into it, it weren't me that was bullying you into it, was it?
No, it wasn't you.
No.
It was peer pressure.
So can I have a tick in the box? Tick in the box to say Lee was right again, or are you not willing to go that far?
I wouldn't necessarily go that far. It's doing its job, but it's more expensive.
Yes.
But saying the comment about flow, I sort of understand that as well because we're going back a few months now. But when I changed my return pump, I opened up the valve, the downpipe valves to let more water through my sump. Obviously, it's going straight through the roller first, so that's obviously a factor as well, isn't it? There's more water being pushed through it.
Yeah. And that is exactly the same. What you've just said live to the internet is exactly the same as somebody called. I don't even know what he's called. It's like cannon fodder. But anyway, speaking to the cannon fodder, because the cannon fodder can actually hear us because he's in the chats, but he's cannon fodder. So if he's here at the end, when we've gone off the internet, the link still works. Click the link. Come and talk to us after the live, if you're still there. And then you never know. This time next week, we may have somebody brand spanking new to take the piss out of. You never know. So I think we're still waiting for Keith. If Keith's there, say hello, Keith. If you're not there, don't say hello because obviously you're not there. The sticker. Did you see my Instagram during the week?
I see all your Instagrams, but you're a bit cryptic sometimes. Sometimes I just need you to say, "Give me a frigging sticker."
I'm a bit cryptic. I'll point into here, which is the sticker board, and somebody else doing Instagrams saying, "Shall we have sticker swaps?" I want a sticker.
All right, I'll give you a sticker. Calm down.
I want a Roscoe's Reef sticker.
All right, I'll get you one. Yeah. I'll sell you one.
Right. Sell me one. Right, so Keith is now here. Good evening, Keith. So I told you we had to waffle on for 10 minutes because we were going to open. So forget about the last 9 minutes, Ross, and let's pretend again as though I've just clicked the button. Are you ready for this?
Go on.
Okay, we're now live, Ross. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Still.
Good, good. What t-shirt have you got on? Half Cut Coral t-shirt. Yeah. See, it's been mentioned that Roscoe's Reef and that Benji kid are leaving me behind and are going and doing their own little projects. So I've pulled rank, sent an internal memo out, and said you must be in branded uniform or you're dead to me. And he's turned up in branded uniform.
Still got the sign there, though.
So that's it. He's got a thing. He's got a thing. That's the thing. So we've actually got. So I can see him and he can see us, I would presume, but he's in the background. If he wants to come on live, he needs to give me a thumbs up. But if not, then he can just sit there in the background because I can see him at the minute. Oh dear. We've got a thumbs up. Oh my God. Are you ready to like brand new people? I'm not quite sure he's wearing the right branded uniform, right? But yeah, here we go. Let's. If he sits down a minute, he might be walking around Tesco's. I don't actually know what he's doing. Here we go. Are you ready? So, Ross, meet. Oh, Rick's Reef. How original.
I'm always original.
Here he is.
Hello, boys.
Evening.
So, he's stood up and he's fucking about again.
Hey, I'm a busy boy. I don't get to
Busy
sit
boy.
around all
Right.
fucking day.
Camera side rather than up down.
Yes.
There you
Do you
go.
also want me to sit in front of my tank? So it's not
Yes,
nice.
don't BS me. All we're doing is.
I'm not here for long. All right. My girls are back soon. So I just sort of come on, Roscoe. Just a quick one for you, rolling, Matt.
Oh, yeah.
Two things: just slow the flow rate down through it, and then keep an eye on your nutrients and see whether that works. And two, there's a little screw on the front. How's your protein skimmer?
So again,
Have you got a Clarity or Red Sea?
skimmer is a bubble magnet.
Roller magnet.
That's a bubble magus as well.
Right, is there any screws on it that you can undo to bypass the water? Have you had a look? On
No,
I don't know on that one, but on the Clarity, you can undo a screw on the front. That'll let the water pressure and let some of the water pass through. That'll feed then your skimmer. So you'll have to have a look on yours, see if you've got it.
Yeah.
But the next thing is just to slow the water down. It'll still catch a load of shit, but you'll give the water more time to pass through the membrane. And when that happens, obviously, the roll will last longer.
That could be the reason. So I did open it up because I was a little bit conscious that I maybe wasn't getting enough flow through the sump.
Well, how big's your tank? Is the one behind you, is it 400 litres?
Yeah, with the sump, it's probably about 380, something like that, 400.
Yeah, what kind of pump you got on there?
Watching?
Hey? This is my first one I've looked onto, mate. My girls are out at a party and they're back in about 20 minutes. So it's the only time I'm able to do it. Sorry. You've been watching my channel?
We don't. Oh, he's only here for a plug.
I haven't got a channel, so you're all right. No. I just thought I'd come for a quick chat, that's all.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't let me interrupt you. Carry on.
Ooh. No, you've interrupted.
Yeah, you asked what the pump is. It's just a TMC 4000.
Right, okay. So I just try to slow it down a little bit, mate, and then see whether that does you any better. Like I say, as long as you still got water clarity and your phosphates and nitrates aren't going up through the roof, then it'll probably be better for you. It'll be better for your corals because it'll still pull the crap out, just take a little bit longer, and you'll give your corals a bit of chance to actually eat something. So, yeah, might be a bit better.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give that a go.
But I've got two pumps on mine, and I think they run at about 50%. So,
Right. So obviously, you just jumped in. We're now talking to each other, but we're talking live to the internet. So, good evening, Rick.
Good evening, boys.
What tank have you got behind you?
It's a D&D 1800.
And lights wise above it, you've got.
I've just upgraded a couple of lights. Actually, I've got 4 XR30s, 1 XR15, and then there's another tank down there, which I've got XR15 on that as well.
Ooh, nice.
So, yeah, right. I like my Radions. I'm a Radion boy.
Yeah, Radion and all the gear. You've got Apex running, yes?
Just for pH and temperature, and obviously the heartbeat. I only bought it because the power went out on the street while I was at work. Luckily, my missus was there to let me know that the power had gone out. Otherwise, I might have come home to a bit of a mess.
Right.
So, yeah, I got a couple of battery backups and stuff like that, but that's the only reason I got the Apex. But the pH thing, that's all right. But I'm stressing a bit now because it's getting up into the high 8.5s, and I don't really want to turn the skimmer off. So,
right. So that's it. He's jumped straight in, balls deep. So are we going to schedule a tank tour to go through the rigmarole of showing the world?
When it's grown out a bit more.
It's grown out. You're such a pansy. It's unbelievable. Such a pansy.
What?
We need day one, and then it all goes through. We're building a channel.
You were there day one. You moved it into the fucking house with me.
Well, yeah, I was.
You should have brought your little camera with you and took some pictures. No, anyway. I've got some pictures in that lot of how things were and how I started and what tanks I started with. I should have think how much bloody money I've spent from upgrading from one tank to the other, to be honest. I wish I'd just gone for a big tank to start with, because even now I'm thinking about upgrading again. So, yeah, got my eye on some of the Cade tanks. I don't know if they're any good, but they look all right.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
So again, taking random strangers, because you two have never met that I know of.
I've seen him in the shop a few times.
Yeah, that's because he's famous. That's what it is. But then obviously never met, never chitter-chattered, just now chitter-chatting over the internet. The bits of more dogs. The bits of pictures all off now.
Oh.
Putting a platform together. Ross, my old mucker. When we started this journey of madness, did you think it would be as mad as literally halfway through somebody's randomly just chopped on? He's not talked to us all week, and then all of a sudden, boom, he's there. He came in the shop Tuesday, Wednesday. Didn't say a word to me.
No, speaking of Steve.
And then he just jumps on the live screen. Deary me.
No, I've been at work all week, so it's mad working and everything else. So yeah, and this takes a lot of my time up as well. I was doing a 200-litre water change at 6:30 this morning. So yeah.
Savage. So have you bought any more fish lately, Ross? Anything good?
Not since I bought the blue cheeks a couple of weeks ago with you.
So I'm going to ask you live now. You know the fox face that you got rid of? I've actually got a 16-second clip that I want to put on Instagram of not its last days, because obviously it's not dead, but its last days in the shop. And I'm using your content for my Instagram now, so I was just wondering.
Okay.
Would it be painful for you to see the fish again, is my point?
No, I wasn't that emotionally attached to it.
All right, fair enough. Right, and so your ICP this weekend?
Yeah.
So next week, you potentially new coral. Is there anything you got your eye on?
I quite liked one of those torches actually that you had in the shop today.
Oh, well, breaking news. There may be some other torches coming in the shop.
I knew that was coming.
from somebody that
You're better off just coming round to my house and cutting the middleman out and just coming round here rather than coming to M&O. If you like some, I've got some you can have a look at. So
You're talking my language now.
Before you was even going in it. So,
cutting out the middleman.
What did you want about with the copper? Sorry, I was a little bit late on the live stream, and you said something about
the whole point of doing all of this is to keep M&L Aquatics going. If we keep cutting out the middleman won't exist.
I'm not saying cut out the middleman all the time. I just said about some torches, and I haven't got them to the shop yet, so you can come and take a look. Are you telling me you don't sell corals from your house? You take them all to
No, I don't. No,
really?
everything that I do goes through M&L Aquatics.
Yeah, well, I'm still speaking to Martin about it in a minute. I think we've got a deal in place, so I just need to get some corals done and taken in. But I'm been the same as everybody else, and like Steve, I just want to keep them a bit longer and then frag them again, and then go from there. But yeah, I'm starting to run out of space, so I'm going to have to do something soon.
Yeah, that's it. But if we all, so yeah, the whole point of this is basically to do corals cheap through M&L Aquatics. Yes, there is a website there, but anybody local doesn't get anything cheaper than from M&L Aquatics. It's all sustainable, but because at the end of the day, if we don't try and keep shops available, then we'll all be buying it from Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos.
I don't mind. Martin, at the end of the day, Martin can flog a lot more coral than what I can out of my fucking garage. So yeah, I'll definitely take them to Martin. Get him to sell them. So he's always looked after me. He's looked after me for years. So yeah, I definitely would have been stuck when it comes to upgrading my tank, trying to put a 6 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot tank in without you guys and your little metal and trolley dolly thing that you've got. Sliding it through my house. That was definitely a fun day.
It worked. That's the thing, and obviously that the social side of it, of building a platform and trying to get. And at the minute, there's a lot of this sort of stuff that goes on. But I mean, we were talking last week that there's a fish meet that's a AAC in Essex, but we don't have anything like that in Dull Scunthorpe.
No, or anywhere near, to be fair.
Yeah, and getting a little bit of, because we can waffle on boring as well as the plums down south, and we've got a little bit more about us, I would say. I mean, I tried, not that I'm slagging off other channels or anything like that, but I did try and sit through one the other day, and I fell asleep. So they're just talking about cakes. I know it's not good to talk about other people's rival YouTube channels, but before we came on, we were talking about a little bit more structure of actually talking about proper topics and making it more of a thing. So anyway, I'm going down to, I know you are, John. You've not been to Sunny Scunny though, have you? No. Just swanning it off. And more to the point, John, I'm having a go at somebody in the chat now. That other kid that does that networky stuff, he was like, oh, I'm going round to John's to play with John's fish tank. He doesn't invite any of us round, does he? No, he doesn't. I'm only joking, John. We've never even met. But next time, when we actually do meet, we want a Roscoe's Reef Cup. We want a half-cut Corals Cup. And we want anything else that's going free. Because we're Northerners. We're tight. We like everything for free. That's it. He's been in. He's literally chucked the whole programme up in the air and then he's buggered off. So anyway, that was Rick. Oh. We'll have to see if we can get him on for a proper thing. From help me with transfer livestock. I know who you're talking about as well, John. So anyway, where were we, Ross? Is it this time in reefing? Is it the jingle? Is it? I've totally lost everything. Focus. What's happening? Put us back
With
on
what?
course. Put us back on course, Roscoe. Come on.
I don't know. We were rudely interrupted, and it's all gone to shit.
Yeah.
There is a question sort of I got on my mind actually. You know, with your kind of your cleaning maintenance, you're taking your wave makers out and cleaning them all up, things like that. Your actual pipe work, as in your return pipe work and your outbound into your sump pipe work and that.
Yep.
Could you be doing anything with that? If it's even possible, I don't know. It just makes sense to me that if everything else is getting caked up then with stuff that needs cleaning, then surely your pipe work does as well.
So, you know, when you turn your return pump off, and then when you turn it on, does it spit loads of rubbish into the tank?
It does, but I put a little filter sock on the outlet pipe to catch it all, because I don't like it going all into the tank.
Yeah. So start and stop your tank a little bit more often, and it won't be, because I don't know whether you turn your pump off every week to do your water changes, or whether do you turn it off, or do you just put it on like a feed mode?
No, I turn it off.
And then when you turn it back on, it spits loads of rubbish at you.
Mm.
Right, fair enough. So the easy way to put it is no, you don't really need to. If you've got that little bit of agitation that's getting rid of all, they're not going to clog up. But the main reason, so the wave makers, the main reason to turn it off and take it out and clean it and everything like that is there's two magnets that work. If there's scuzz in between them, it slows down the amount of performance. So that's really the only.
You can definitely tell the difference when you clean them to the ways that it's kicking out.
Yeah. So, I mean, the gyros that I've just put in this system up here, because they're not actually classed as like a wet connection, they don't slow down. That's one of the better things of them. And it's not as if it's got gunk in it. Whereas this one, if you take that apart and then clean the magnet off and then put it back together, it's chalk and cheese. They properly pump out a lot of good. That's, and then obviously your return pump to your tank, taking that apart and doing it all, will put more flow in, because obviously the way that they're designed is obviously the two magnets. Anything that stops the magnetic field is going to slow down the pump, basically. So, and if we didn't mess about with stuff like that, what else would we do?
Well, I don't know. I mean, the part of my sort of upgrades this year is to get some better wave makers, and the gyros was something that was on my mind. But you find them a pain in the ass to clean. They look like you have to take them all into little pieces and put them all back together again. There seems to be a lot more bits.
No, because the gyro, it's independent. So one side and the other side. Obviously, I know I'm doing this and it makes no sense to you, but you can turn them. So at the minute, if you've only got one wave maker on this side, with the gyro, potentially you can put one facing upwards and one facing downwards. So it's the equivalent of having two on one side of the tank, but it's only using one amount of power. So there's one motor that spins on two axes, whereas this is obviously one motor on one axis. So you get, in theory, because I'm all about the amount of electric that fish tanks cost, and because obviously I've got quite a few of them. So would I have more pumps and less lighting? Well, that would be counterproductive. So more light equals more growth, but obviously the power that the pumps take has to be factored into all of this madness of how much it costs on a monthly basis.
Yeah.
But the orbitals have become quite a good thing. They're just very expensive. I mean, you're talking 180 quid for a cheap one. if you can pick them up second hand. I mean, I've been quite lucky that I've now got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 gyros that all have been second hand, and I've only paid like 40 quid for them.
Are they all actually the max spec gyros or some different brands?
No, they're all max spec gyro because that's generally the one that they sell through the shop, because it's bang for your buck. It does the same as a AI orbital, but it's a lot cheaper. So why would you spend the money? I mean, I've never really put one side to side with the orbital ones, but 185 quid for a wave maker is a lot of money.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And then on your tank, you're going to want probably 2 of the smaller ones. But then they can do more different random flows and stuff like that. But upgrading, it's with you and me in the reefing bit, it's a money exercise as well as a performance exercise, because there are other things apart from fish tanks and flashy lights. And the age that we're at, it's more saving for retirement and things like that. You're like, no, I'm riches.
No, definitely not.
No, neither am I. So one thing that I was going to do a video during the week, but I need your reefing experience now. Half cut corals. You know, when you went on holiday, what sort of things did you prepare for when you had somebody random looking after your fish tank? Because I don't know whether I've told you or not, but I'm going to Vegas in a couple of weeks.
You have said, yeah. Well, whenever we've been, we've always had a child staying in the house. So I did a laminated clear instructions instead of using, because I use my ATO is one of the chambers in the sump. It doesn't hold that much water, so I brought one of the barrels in and took the pump out and put it in that, and drew a line on the bottom saying don't let it get below this, and I had a spare barrel again waiting. At the time when we went away, I don't think I was still putting Agent Green in as well, so I had instructions for that, a little pot with a syringe and how much to put in and stuff like that. So just clear instructions really is all I did. How much to feed, when to feed. Everything else is kind of looks after itself anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah. But then I've now got 5 different systems. So the last time I went on holiday, I said just feed the fish because everything else will be all right. And then I came back, and after a week, all the corals were looking really, really sad. And it took me about a month to get them back to looking some sort of nice. So, and I am going to leave a little bit more instructions as such.
It's a difficult one because, like I say, you will have looked at them and noticed something wasn't right, but somebody who has nothing to do with them wouldn't know they didn't look right, so they wouldn't know to act on it at all, would they?
Yeah. But you didn't do anything magical. It's just basically putting it in the hands of somebody else and hoping that everything went all right. I mean, I've got a copper band that is going to need, whether it's still alive in that amount of time. I would hope so, because it's just sat doing not a lot at the minute. I think that might be where it's going to sleep because those lights are about ready to go off. But yeah, just suck it and see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, we're at the moment we've only got a week booked in August, and most of the kids are coming with us. But
is that it for you?
So far, so
All right.
far. But I am going to start looking into some auto feeders, just in case, because say most of the people that would be here feeding are actually coming with us. So, and the other one is in and out of the house whenever he wants and might not be here that night and stuff like that. So
Right.
I need to start looking into some sort of auto feeder.
Yeah. Right. So does it feel like you're home again now you're in a Half Cut Corals t-shirt again, or does it feel dirty to you?
It's a bit itchy.
But that's it. I pulled rank and nobody else turned up, but Roscoe's Reef. If we're all in this together, as I say, we will achieve greatness. Or not. Or not. Exactly. Ben's stuck on a train somewhere, but apparently was going to be here. But Ben's not even got a t-shirt because he's not part of the proper gang, is he?
Not quite.
Not quite. I mean, he's teetering on the edge. But yeah. So structure. We need some structure. We need a plan going forward, because it's going to get to the stage now where we're going to go into really where we started, because it was probably like March, April time, stuff like that, when we started to get to know each other and started to go on. So we've basically been doing it the full cycle of about a year.
Yeah.
And maybe putting a bit more of a plan together and putting a bit more structure into Rubbish, and going forward for that. So next week you are allowed to put your Roscoe's Reef t-shirt back on. I will allow it.
Gee, thanks.
Yeah. So I have bought today a brand new tang. So obviously you didn't appreciate that I've got a powder blue tang in this system, and then I've got a powder blue tang in that system up there. Oh no, is it up there? Where is it? No, it is up there. And I gave you a proof of life video, and then today you still said that you didn't believe me. So I've bought today a powder blue hybrid. Now, I've never seen one before in my entire existence. Apparently, it's when a powder blue tang and a gold rim get it on together. And so looking through the bag, it didn't look in. It just looked like a dirty powder blue tang, like without the vibrant blue. And so I've sort of bought it off of a wing and a prayer of, it's going to be something brand spanking new that I can outdo you on Instagram posts. So if it's just like a muddy powder blue tang that doesn't come across well on camera, then I've really done myself in. But I don't really know, to be fair.
So when are we going to get to see this hybrid?
Well, it's still in a bag at the minute. I'm not going to show it off too much because it may go in the system and not last. It may go in the system and get white spot. And the unfortunate thing is that the system that it's going to go in, well, the tank that's down there that's going to go in, all the water is actually connected with this one. So if that one gets white spot, this one's going to get white spot. So it all could go Pete Tong.
Very much so. Are they as bad as the Regals for white spot, or worse?
Powder blue tang and a Regal tang are definitely white spot magnets. They're one of the stressiest fishers in the existence of these tanks. They just want to die. I don't understand it. They just want to die. So we'll see what happens, and hopefully it looks good, and hopefully keep it going and keep it feeding. And then I've taken a little bit of Half Cut Corals reef tacks from the shop today, We bought some nice wild Zoa colonies that are in the shop, and there was one particular Zoa that looked really, really nice. So I've taken a little bit of reef tax off of it, and I'll see if I can propagate that out because it looked really, really nice. And if I can get a Zoa that has not been mainstream, if you know, and then we could have something that's quite unique in the Sunny Scunny area.
Has it got a name, or are you going to give it a name?
Well, that's the thing, that if it's unique and it needs growing out, and then in say 6 to 8 months time put it on the internet and say, has anybody got any of these? And then if everybody shouts and goes, oh yeah, I've got this, oh I've got that, or I've got that, then it's not something brand new. If it's not, then it could be called something that we could come up with it. I don't know, because every coral, even if it starts wild, which they were all wild at some stage, somebody brought it into the UK, found out it was quite rare, put a name to it, and then it doubled in price. So I like the thought of that what you do is you pick something that grows naturally in the ocean, bring it to the UK, make it exclusive, and then just charge a fortune for it.
Sounds like a plan, doesn't it?
Ah, yeah. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. And obviously Roscoe's Reef will be able to have one of these said Zoas. And that's it. Yeah. So we've obviously lost everybody. There's not been. We've still got people watching us. Let's have a look at some comments, shall we? Let's have a see. Let's just put this on. Sorry, the dog's been sick on the car. Not quite what I was expecting. Let's have a look. Oh, let's go back to this old chest. This never gets old, does it? Evening, John. Evening, John. Let's have a look to see where we're at. Oh, look at this. Thanks for the tips on the filter. I seem to be going through. Oh, so that was Rick, brand spanking new Rick, giving information to the internet, and somebody's gone, oh yeah. Like it.
Making a difference.
Making a difference. Yes, all day long. So you've done. What were you messing about with your Instagram with your water today? Did you do a water change today?
Did a water change.
Did you have to get your kit off for it?
I didn't this time, no.
Ooh.
No.
Changed man.
Yeah, I keep getting bullied for it, so.
It's not right. So we're of the age that it's not
bullying, it's character building.
Exactly. That's the difference. It's not bullying at our age, it's character building. It's only when you get the snowflake generation that it's bullying. And since as we don't have a HR department, there's nobody that cares, Ross. Nobody that cares. Nobody at all. So are we going live from Las Vegas?
It depends on the time difference, I suppose, doesn't it?
So you will be at 7 o'clock. I will be at 11 o'clock in the morning.
In the morning?
Yes.
So you'll still be in bed?
I don't know. But I could literally do a live stream from in front of the Bellagio. Half-cut corals in front of the Bellagio. Or I don't know, some strip club somewhere. I don't really know.
What hotel are you staying in?
We're staying in the Link, which is
it on the Strip?
It's on the Strip, yes. It's on the Strip. which
I,
is
I
basically
stayed. I stayed in the. Oh, Jesus, what was it called? Looks like a castle.
Excalibur.
That's it, Excalibur. Yeah.
Yeah, we've stayed in Excalibur. Well, we've stayed in Excalibur once. We've stayed in the Pyramid in the Luxor. We've also stayed in the Strat when we went the first time. Because we're of the opinion that basically the only reason that you go to a particular hotel, it don't bother me whether it's a 3-star or a 5-star, because at the end of the day, you only sleep in the bed. Granted, a 3-star hotel, it's not a flea pit,
But in America, a 3-star is pretty decent anyway. So.
Oh yeah. I mean, the Excalibur. When we stayed in the Excalibur, it was a nice hotel. I quite like it. And I like playing. I mean, you've seen that I've got a craps table that I built during COVID. I do like the table games. So when you go in to like the Excalibur and you've got table games at $10 or $15, that's my price point. But when you go up to like the Venetian and stuff like that, and you've got table games that are starting at $25 or $50, that's not my cup of tea. I mean, the ladies that bring the drink round are a little bit more cuter up at the Venetian than the 50-year-old veterans down at Excalibur. But do you know what? They still bring you drinks for tips. So it's my sort of place. So strip clubs sound good.
Have you thought?
Sorry. Strip club sound. He wants me to go live in a strip club in Vegas. Have I thought what?
What are you going to do there? Have you got any trips or shows or anything like that you're interested in?
My wife's got an itinerary, put it that way.
Actually.
So this time we have got places that she wants to go to and things like that. So the last time we went, we've not been for 2 years. So the last time we went, all I wanted to do, which was one of like the things that I'd got on my list, was I wanted to go Fremont Street and I wanted to spend more time on Fremont Street. Because the last couple of times that we went to Fremont Street and had like...
We went to Fremont Street, but we went during the day, which is kind of pointless because all the light show and that goes on at night, obviously. So I'd say I've done it, but I haven't done it right. So
yeah, but I wanted more time because I wanted to play craps at a few of the different hotels. Because for the last time that I went, I obviously started collecting the dollar chips to say that you'd played at that particular casino. So I wanted a few from Fremont Street, and it's like a destination that you have to go to. So we spent more time. The unfortunate thing is that we turned up at Fremont Street at probably about 7 o'clock at night, went in to the bar, and I bought my wife a Jack Daniels and Coke. Now, when I say that this guy started pouring the Jack Daniels, and we must have had an hour conversation before he finished pouring, and then topped it up with a snippet of Coke. Yeah? But obviously,
that's a proper drink.
Tambi and Tan was like, oh, yeah. We must have got to 7:45, and she'd gone. She was goosed. It was, I need to go home. So I didn't spend a great deal of time on Fremont Street. So this time we're going to Fremont Street, a little bit more of a night of it, so I can play a couple of different casinos. And she's on lemonade. That's it. That's all she's allowed. Because when you've got they're the casinos that you don't get to visit that often, because obviously you can walk in between the ones that are on the strip. But it's
Yeah.
a different part. There's the Link experience, which we've been to before, but obviously now it's going to be there. So they say Vegas is a different holiday every single time. So
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, and they've got that the Sphere thing there as well now. That'd be worth a look.
Yeah. yeah, I don't know what shows. I mean, we went to when we stayed at the Excalibur. We went to that Knights Castle thing.
The jousting.
Yeah, the jousting thing.
Yeah, we did that when you eat chickens with your hands and that.
Yeah. But again, that weren't cheap to sit and have a night doing that.
We did that, and we also did a Cirque du Soleil show at I think it was the MGM.
Right.
That was decent. That was. But again, like you say, that wasn't cheap. I think it cost about £300 for the tickets.
Yeah. But that's it. So before we go, Ross, because obviously we've only got 10 minutes, because keep it to an hour, make it simple. We see what happens. Have you seen these other shows that go on for 2 hours? Ooh.
I've not sat through them now.
No, exactly. So an hour's enough. An hour's enough. Anything, because obviously we've got the midweek of where we're at. So potentially new coral next week. And then you've got a little bit of something to put new in your fish tank. The thing that you missed out this week was you didn't give us your water parameters. You normally put it on Instagram of what your water parameters were. Did you do?
I normally do. I normally do, but I didn't, did I?
No. Why not?
Just got to mix it up a little. Half the time you don't answer me anyway, so I didn't bother.
Oh, sauce. Well, you.
Hang on a minute.
So we've got to pause. Pause, people. Driving a domestic.
Back.
So yes, just because I didn't reply doesn't mean that I wasn't interested. I don't reply because it's the same thing all the time. But it was you that started the trend.
Okay, I'll resume the trend on Sunday.
Well, it was 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, and then 25, and then you then stopped. So has it gone up?
No,
Or
it's
has it
still,
come down?
it's still no, it's not come down anymore. It is still 25, 35. It depends what I've been doing in the tank. If I've been faffing around on it, it tends to go up a little bit. If I leave it alone, it comes back down. Maybe there's a moral in there.
Yeah, only a little bit. Yeah. So we need updates in the group of where you're at. Obviously, are you going to be bold enough to put your ICP results on Instagram?
Yeah, why not? It's the truth, isn't it? Why?
Exactly. That's
Why
the
not?
whole point. That's the whole point. I want to see whether we've still got arsenic in Roscoe's Reef.
I mean, if we have, I don't know where it's coming from. I've got carbon in there to get rid of that. I've got the cuprazole to get rid of the copper.
Yeah.
I'm doing water changes, so if the copper's still there, then it's got to be one of two equipment, either my return pump or the skimmer.
Right.
So process of elimination, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah. And then going through the same process, but taking one of the bits of equipment out or something like that.
That's it, yeah.
Because that may be an indicator of why you keep killing my corals. So we'll see.
Yeah, but it's not all of them though. It's just that freaking bird's nest thing. Zoas
Which is
and all sorts. Hey?
which is one of the easiest SPS that you could ever imagine to want.
Oh,
So, what other because you've got LPS in your tank, what other SPS have you got in there? None.
none other than that Christmas tree Fabia. Is that LPS?
LPS.
SPS?
LPS.
Is it? Well,
Yeah.
none then.
Well, there you go then. We've been this kid that's in the comments. I mean, really, let's put him on a comment. Oh, my mouse has gone absolutely haywire. Oh, I'll give up. I can't actually click on his comment. Here we go. There we go. Have you tested the source water? We went through that 2 weeks ago. Kid needs to turn up on time and actually pay attention, really, doesn't he? Deary me. Right. So 55 minutes. Anything you want to add this week? Roscoe's Reef.
Not so much add, but ask. A couple of weeks ago, when I came in, you were looking at the new D&D light.
Yep.
What happened to that?
I looked at it. What more information would you like?
Well, you were looking at it, and I know you rang a rep and said, "I don't understand how to do this, that, and the other."
Right, fair enough.
But also, what I was going to say is that same Friday, another network was reviewing that. We could have got in there first.
We could have. Yes. And they did a whole thing with getting the rep. Well, not our rep. It was a different. It was a different rep that was on there. So our rep, I'm not going to call him, but my name is Lee, and our rep has got a very, 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 very similar name to me.
Okay.
But that wasn't our rep. And 25 to 35 nitrates. That is, Keith. I'm reading the chats in the thing. You don't get to see the chat. So yes, they did a review on it that I've not actually watched that. So I may actually watch the rival platform to see.
I did. Well, the only reason I know about it because after we'd been on, I dipped in maybe about half an hour later and said they were already talking about it, and I didn't stay that long because they already started talking about it. But I just noticed they were talking about that light that you were looking at that day, and thought we could have done a review on that already, couldn't we?
We could have, yes. And that's the thing of we're very early in the going live and YouTubes and Instagrams and things like that. I believe that they've been. I mean, whether John's still here, John may be able to tell us how long that other. Don't mention them, but how long that other platform's been going. I think 2 years, 3 years in the making. But just as we're about to go, we've got 2 minutes left. So let him show his face. Here he is, look. Let him show his face. Old train boy.
Still at work.
He's still at work. Oh, dear.
Unfortunately.
Oh, bless you. Right, let's get rid of him for 2 seconds because he's still working in his high vis. So, yes, going forward, obviously, if we can professionalise, I think the word is, this shit show.
I'm not sure that's a word.
What, shit show or professionalise?
Professionalise. Is that a word?
What, shit show?
No, professionalise.
Professionalise. It's a word, is
It's
it
not
not?
a word. No, it's not a word.
Are you sure? Well, I'm gonna make it a word. Half Cooked Corals
Okay.
has just said professionalise or professionalise, whatever. 2 years you've been following another live stream. So that's to say that if the live stream's been going 2 years and John was there about the same sort of time as when he joined us, it may have been going for about 2.5 years. But then they all did like reef meets and things like that beforehand, because I think they do a barbecue that it was the 4th anniversary, if I remember rightly. And so we've spent 1 day together, one actual physical day. So we need to spend more time together, holding hands and plaiting hair and things like that.
Good luck with that.
And then we'll see what happens. Right, boys and girls, thank you very much for tuning in. We'll see what happens next week. You never know, they may not turn up again. But anyway, sign off. There's only you this week, so I'm going to put you. This is it. I'm going to put you main screen for your sign off. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So main screen. Oh, there you go. He's gone. It's all about me anyway. It's all about me. I mean, really, you wouldn't have expected any.